What's up, everybody? Ryan Zor here. Gonna do another review. 330 IDW Bumblebee. Um, yeah, as you guys all know, digging these alt modes on these IDWs. Yeah, I mean the new reformatted B here. I like it. Uh, Even got these little side stealthy things, little stealthy weapons, which I actually didn't enjoy on the movie figure, the stealth stuff. But on this figure, I dig them. I dig the little side weapon things there. And I dig the mold of the car. I like the car. Uh, yes, we all know the paint issues right there that are really irritating people. It's not that big of a deal, really. Just a little difference in color. It's not enough to say this figure is horrible by any means. A little underwhelming, perhaps, especially when he's in the box still. But in hand, I mean, really, deluxe class Bumblebee. Like, what do people? I don't understand what people are expecting. There are some qualms that I have, and I'll get to that when I get to the alt mode. It's really only two things, but again, not enough for me to be like, oh my god, this bot is horrible. Ah! No, it's not horrible by any means. I mean, in fact, the alt mode is pretty much, let me get these guys off for you. Let me get them up. I mean, the alt mode is, is there something wrong with that? Except for that, I don't think there's that much wrong with this alt mode. I dig it. And this character actually has probably the best storyline out of all of them. I know Trailbreaker storyline, I don't know, was kind of ridiculous if you ask me. Megatron was just talking to himself. It seemed through the whole thing. Bumblebee, at least, you know, his storyline was the deepest, I suppose. It was cool because he was still on Earth, you know, and and it's more reminiscent of the old G1 stuff, I suppose. And you actually had stuff to do, and and things to take care of, and you have the situation with Prowl and everybody else, and of course it's little B, so nobody wants to take orders from the little guy and that kind of situation. I mean, they really don't say that, but they kind of insinuate that whole kind of thing there. But of course, at the end, Bumblebee finds his way, and they give him his props. So it's kind of cool too that they use that storyline to give us a reason for this figure, basically. Because if they would have just came out with this figure, people would have been like, oh, just like kind of like the Cybertronian Bumblebee, like what the heck's with this big ass Bumblebee? He doesn't scale right with nothing, and I am a person that does kind of scale is kind of an issue. If I'm gonna get bots, I mean, like for instance, this set, the fact that they're all IDW, I don't mind that they're all the same size because of the background of the figures. But yeah, uh, I mean, Bumblebee. So get this guy into alt mode, or get him into robot mode. So I'm gonna take off his little stealth weapon thingy here, which actually um They're actually kind of cool. I mean, I've noticed with all of these, they all have weapons that kind of attach to them. And I know this is probably beating a dead horse, but these weapons are better than that weaponizer or mech tech thing. I mean, these are functional and and they move. Sorry, they move and they move. They move. What I meant to say is they're adjustable, and then uh, they do this connect thing here, so it makes his photon blaster thing, which is nice. I mean, it's a deluxe figure. It's nice. It's cool. I dig it. All right, so let's get this guy transformed. Um, One thing I've noticed, a lot of folks have had an issue with that back window. If you notice, you can see mine is sealed. There's no gap there. That's because most people are transforming it wrong. Uh, and I'll show you that right now. Just kind of unlock this and pull his feet out. Okay. Now there's a clip there, right there. One clip. I don't know if you can see that little white speck. That's a clip. And then on this side, there's the two yellow clips. And then you got that little gap in the middle between the yellow clips. Okay. Most folks are trying to just push that together, and it's not going to happen. So you're going to have that. If you just try to clip it, what it is a underhook. So you got to kind of bend it and get that under. See, I'm kind of bending it in under, and then clip it. I don't know if you heard that or not. And then clip it. And blammo. No gap. Eh? Eh? So again, instead of like instead of trying to just or do it like this, instead of trying to do that, you gotta go under and clip it. Yeah. So, okay. Alt mode, or sorry, bot mode. You guys got that right? The little clip part under. Under. Don't try to just stab it together. All right. So let's get the legs out here. And this is I mean, you can do the arms first. You can do the arms first, which most people like to do. Open the doors first on this B, but excuse me. I feel if you want to save on your joints, do the legs first. Go from the legs. That's just what I do. And yeah, Rizzle, uh, the Sizzler. Uh, First of all, thanks for making me get these bots out, man. I've been having fun for them for like the past week. But yeah, I eventually ended up with that same problem with the left leg here after transforming them a few times, and that's the thing I'm talking about, folks. Is how does a transformer stand up after you transform them? Because when I first got them and pulled them out the box, this was stiff as a muscle. And I'm not a sloppy transformer. I don't just shove and jam things in there. Make it. No, no. I take my time with it. But that right there, yeah, that could be a little. And it's not a problem because we all know how to fix that. But yeah, it's stuff like that, and that's because of that ratchet joint thing, and they wear down after a while. And you can see it's kind of already wore. But again, is it enough to say that this bot is horrible? No, because there's masterpieces that I know of whose whole leg doesn't even like to stay on. We all know which masterpiece that is. So I'm just saying, $100 for a masterpiece and his leg don't stay on, or $12, and I could just add a little glue and fix that, which we all know we're gonna do. So that's not a big problem. But I just want to let you know, Sizzler, you're not by yourself. Mine is doing it now too. But again, still enjoying this box. So let's get these arms out. Get these attached there from the top. Get that down there. Get this pulled back like such. And again, I don't get it with the horrible. Like, you're never gonna hear me. Like, I kind of feel like, well, you paid for the bot already. You know, if it's horrible, why take it out the box? You can see pretty much through the box once you get it home what you want. Why get it out? I mean, and there's times where you get stuff out the box and you feel differently, but in general, you know what you're gonna want, what you're gonna like. You know, when I bought this bot, this is the only I like this part. Schmedding. Uh, you know, I say, I buy for my collection. So, you know, is there stuff that I look at on this bot, like the small head, you know, the little head, or you know, the big gaps in the shoulders and the wings back there, and this area in here where see that right there, that outline right there, that's just kind of open. Is that kind of does that kind of you know, can I look at that and say, oh, there, this can go there and this can go there? Yeah, I do that, but I do that naturally because you know I do a lot of custom. Well, I don't say like a lot of customizing, but I do customizing. You know, nothing professionally, but I customize a lot of my figures. So when I look at stuff like that, I'm looking at it from like an artist perspective. Like, okay, you know, they could have, could have added this, could have took off that, but I'm gonna do that anyway. But to say that this as a $12 figure, I mean, is a horrible bot. I mean, it's just kind of, I don't know, it's ridiculous. It's a $12 toy. It's a deluxe class Bumblebee. I mean, is it completely accurate? No, but I don't think any freaking toy is. Not even a masterpiece is accurate. Masterpieces are, there's little glitches and notches and stuff like that. You know, I just got the masterpiece Soundwave right over there. Probably my favorite figure besides the upgrade parallel Magnus right there. And there's issues with both of those that I find. There's little things here and there like, this could be like Magnus's head sculpt could be way better. You know, you got the buzz saw and the laser beak that I'm kind of afraid to transform because I'm from a snap off one of the wings. Those are $100 figures. So you're gonna complain about this $12 figure, you know, with a poor loose leg that can just be added some glue to, and a small little head, and then just be like, well, his shoulders should have been this way or should have been that way. I mean, really, if that's the case, people, pick up a saw, pick up a Dremel tool, and design them how you want them. If you can do it, if it's that easy, if it's such a non-issue, if it's such a they could just do, then just do it. I mean, you have this little paint issue right there. You know, instead of complaining about it, go pick yourself up a little $1 to $2 thing of paint and a brush, and then paint it and match it up to the door. If it's so simple and it's not such an easy thing to do. I'm just saying. I mean, $12. Is it the best bot and the best deluxe that I have? Of course not. I got like just on that shelf alone, there's like 20 deluxes right there that are probably better, definitely better, because it's most of the classics line except for that custom right there that I did, which is a custom brawl, and then right there is a custom wheelie that I did. Well, the classics line, most of everything right there, and even the Bumblebee, the reveal issue Bumblebee is probably a better figure. But is this figure horrible? No, he's not horrible. Everybody, look at that. That leg is freaking awesome. That foot is awesome. So anybody talking about good feet and stuff like that's freaking awesome. That's a good sculpt. I mean, whoever sketched that out and drew that out, that's awesome. That's awesome right there. The shoulder from that side doesn't look bad. From this side, they don't look bad at all. And it's, you know, it depends how you pose your figure too. It's just that gap in there, and just kind of you know, people are mad about the door things because I think the doors on the figure on the comic are down here somewhere or something like that, or I don't know what. But that's just them making the classic B with the wings. That's the only reason why they did that. They thought, oh, let's kind of keep something the same on them that we've had from before. So again, I think he's a good bot. I'm very comfortable with him. Leave him alone. He's a deluxe class Bumblebee. So, everybody, Marine Zero. This is Bumblebee. IDW review. Everybody be good. 1.